Okay, people, let's talk about proof of funds to study in Bulgaria. Now, I would like to say that because I see some people saying I'm not talking about proof of funds to study abroad. You guys are new. If you are new to the channel, take a look at all the videos on the channel. I have over 1,500 videos. Take time, sit down and check the videos to be able to know what is happening on the channel. I've done proof of funds for Lithuania, Portugal, Sweden. In fact, I'm doing it now for Bulgaria as well. So if you are new to the channel, always check. Don't just rush to conclusions, okay? I see some of you are very funny on the comment section, but that is not the question. Let's move on. We are going to be talking about proof of funds to study in Bulgaria today. And I want to make you understand that when your documents are all complete, you are going to move to Abuja if you're in Cameroon to apply for Visa D to Bulgaria. However, understand that Visa D is not a residence permit. It is Visa D that you will use to go to Bulgaria and then collect a residence permit. There are documents to apply for Visa D. There are documents to apply for a residence permit in Bulgaria. There is another video I will do just purposely about the documents you need to apply for a residence permit when you get to Bulgaria. Now, we are talking about documents you need to get a Visa D from the Bulgarian embassy or the nearest you can find anywhere. The nearest is in Abuja for Cameroonians. So let's go. Now, how much is proof of funds if you want to study in Bulgaria? Many people have been asking me, the proof of funds you need, make sure you have at least between 4,000 to like 6,000 euros in your bank account. Yeah, 4,000 to 6,000 euros. It depends on the university. It depends on the city in which you live. Also understand that there are other bills you need to pay. That is why this money should be at least 4,000 euros. Now, that is like 2.6, 2.7 million CFA francs. So, which means that if you have this money, you can move to Bulgaria, right? If you have 2.6, maybe a little above that, because of course, I always say that before you even show this money on the bank statement, you should have paid your tuition for 1 academic year. Remember, this money is for 1 academic year. The 4,000 euros is of 1 academic year. And now, if you pay your tuition fee completely and you are showing them that you still have 4,000 euros in your bank account, you are good to go, right? There is no way they might say, oh, you do not have enough money, we are not giving you the visa. No, if your documents are good, your documents are good. I have videos on the channel. Check those videos. Now, for the proof of funds, you know the amount. The bank statement, make sure it should be between 3 to 6 months old. 2 months bank statement, not enough. And again, you are not just bumping this money. You have to put it slowly, 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 so that they can see the consistency in the bank statement, the consistency in deposits, right? They want to be sure if the money is your money. If the money is not your money, it means you have a sponsor, right? Now, you bring sponsorship letters and proof of relationship of your sponsor. It probably going to fit those who are like father, your mother, your brothers, or let's say your parents and your siblings. It's going to be good if they are the ones sponsoring you and you show proof of evidence about that. Now, also understand that if they are not sponsoring you, maybe you have a scholarship, a fully funded scholarship in Bulgaria where everything will be paid for, then that is fantastic as well. Then you can show that. Now, also remember that this money you need to have in your bank account or your sponsor's account must be readily available when you are going to the embassy. We are not going to debate about that. We've talked about that. But there are still some other documents you need. Now, let me read something from here. In order for this to issue the documents required for visa application, the respective tuitions must be paid. That is to say, your tuition fee must have been paid. And remember, I am not going to be talking about everything yet. This is somebody's, this email came from one school, and there is somebody who is already doing the process already. Okay, there is a procedure. If you watch the other videos, you will understand the process you need. I cannot come here. You have to watch videos. You have to do research. I am doing my possible best to bring materials to you. It is now time for you to do your own part. If you choose to be lazy, you cannot blame Milton, right? So when you take my video, do your own due diligence and you are good to go. This young person now is already doing the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs stuff. In fact, the fees for the certification, I think there is something, what is it called? Recognition. The fees for the application fee and recognition has been paid, right? And you are still there thinking, moving around, watching funny things. Don't do that. Focus on your japa process. Now, this process, like I told you, is coming from a university, because if you doubt anything, ask them, they are going to send to you. I will not be explaining so many things here. Now, the university says, upon successful transfer of your fees, it is time for the last step of visa procedure. We will prepare and send you the approval letter of the Ministry of Education from Bulgaria, along with two more letters necessary to apply for visa in the nearest Bulgarian embassy. The total number of documents you will receive from us are three. Now, one, the admissions letter stating that you are admitted to the preferred program. That is the first document the school will send to you. Two, accommodation letter stating that upon arrival, you would be accommodated by the dash dash, of course, okay, with necessary documents. And again, the last document is approval certificate from the Bulgarian Ministry of Education. Remember, you have to pay some money to the school. For the school to, that the money you have to pay is application fee and recognition of your educational credentials. After you must have done the Ministry of Education Foreign Affairs thing, you now scan the documents and send to your school. Then the school, since you could not do the recognition yourself, you send the money to the school. So where the school will now wait for you. When the documents come, they will now take your documents to the Bulgarian Ministry of Education. And then when your certificate is approved, boom, now the school will now gather these documents and send to you to apply for your visa. This is the process for you to get your visa D. You can now apply for visa D with those documents in the nearest Bulgarian embassy or consulate. Without these documents done like this, without an approval certificate from the Bulgarian Ministry of Education and every other thing, you cannot get the visa. Make sure you have at least between 4,000 euros to 6,000 euros in your bank account, or approximately 2.7 million if you are Cameroonian. Now, this is the process to get your visa D. After you've gotten your visa D, let me tell you something, because I mentioned something in another video, but people do not understand. Note, while waiting for the above documents from us, please be sure to provide yourself with all necessary documents for visa application. Your criminal record must be there as well. Remember, you have to notarize it at the nearest Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Then your bank statement and the other documentation. I explained this already. Then please contact the nearest Bulgarian diplomatic mission if you want. So you speak to the nearest Bulgarian embassy, then ask them for the documents if you still haven't watched my video and you still don't know anything. Now, remember, when you move to Bulgaria, there is something. For you to get a residence permit, you still need to show your medical insurance, your bank statement. This bank statement now have a new figure. When you get your visa D, you still need to show them your statement that you have an account, okay, with a particular amount of money I mentioned in that other video, with your passport, with your visa D, with your border control, and so many other documents. The video is there. Please do your due diligence, ask questions, book appointments with people who are knowledgeable, not just Milton. If you think I'm not the right person, go to another person, get the material you need. And of course, the goal is that you should japa. Maybe we will meet in Bulgaria next year. So please, this is the information I had for you. I hope those who are complaining that there is no proof of funds video now know what to do. Do not forget that your insurance must be for 1 year when you are about to get your residence permit in Bulgaria. All the details are there on the embassy's website. Ask your university, they will equally give you. Of course, if you want us to run your package for Bulgaria, you know what to do, right? Get an appointment from the video description box and let's talk about it. Hopefully, everything works out well. Today, I want to say something I noticed about a particular university. But before I say this, please, I would like to say that there is an opportunity that is open in Canada for caregivers. And this opportunity, if you check IRCC, you are going to see what I'm talking about, okay? Now, this opportunity is going to open from March 31st. Basically, it was open in 2024. Then something happened and the government shut it down. So Canada government now needs people to work as caregivers, right? So the opportunity is going to open again. Now, you need to find a job. That is the most difficult part about this. Let me talk about this Canada thing before I come back to this university in Lithuania. Now, you need to find a job, and for you to get a job, I will advise you to take Glassdoor, Indeed, and other job sites like Job Bank. But remember that there are also fake jobs on Job Bank and everywhere. So you have to be careful and tactical with what you are doing. That is the option number one. Remember, you need a CV and, of course, a cover letter. And do not forget that this is only for people with experience, somehow with experience, because if you do not have experience, it might be difficult. That is just a simple truth. Also, don't forget that you need IELTS. The higher your band score, the better. Which IELTS are you going to take? The IELTS you are going to be writing is IELTS general, not academics, okay? Because academics is for study purpose only. Now, we have talked about the Canada thing, and you also need your CV, right? Then there are points in the few days from now. I think in the coming days, maybe in March or early March, IRCC is going to update that site again. They said it clearly that they are going to update the site again. Now, we are done with that, so you should be checking IRCC. Let's talk about something very important. So today, I was doing something with somebody about a particular university which is in Lithuania. And I noticed that I didn't know, by the way, we found a program, and upon doing the application, we've talked about this thing since for about maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so. I cannot share the details here. Then, upon doing something, I noticed that there were some countries that have been refused. Like, if you create an account, of course, the application is open. But when you start the application, you do all the registration about to proceed. They will now write an information to you. The name of the university is called Lithuanian University of Health Sciences. And this school is basically a medical school. It deals mostly with medicine, nursing, public health, and stuff like that. So if you are looking for public health programs, then you can check this university and apply. Now, let me read. So when I tried to push in through with the application, I saw something came up. And this is what I'm going to read for you. Please listen attentively. They said the heading is temporary post application from selected countries. So as I'm talking to you, this university, Lithuanian University of Health Sciences, does not accept applications from the following countries. I'm going to give them to you now. Now, they went further to say, given the complexity, given the time requirement and costs associated with applying for a temporary residence permit in Lithuania, along with the lengthy decision-making process, the university has decided to temporarily pause accepting study applications from the following countries. All African countries except Egypt, Morocco, Ghana, Kenya, Madagascar, Mozambique, Seychelles, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Tanzania, and South Africa. Now, if you didn't hear your country in here, if your country is not here, Nigerians, Cameroonians, you can't apply to this university, Lithuanian University of Health Sciences. Don't waste your time. Okay, so those that can apply are only those from Ghana, Morocco, Egypt, Madagascar, Mauritius, Seychelles, Zimbabwe. Now, do you take a look at this? Do you understand why only these people can apply? Remember, for you to get a temporary residence permit to Lithuania, you have to either go to Dubai, which is United Arab Emirates, Philippines, Singapore, or Turkey, right? I think these are the nearest for now if you want to get a TPR, temporary residence permit. However, those who are around the area of South Africa, there is another embassy in South Africa, right? But these people, if you take a look at these countries here, they have a close relation with South Africa. South Africa itself is there. Tanzania, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Seychelles, Mozambique, Mauritius, Madagascar, Kenya, Ghana, and Morocco. I doubt, where do Ghanaians apply for this visa? Anyways, it looked like Ghanaians can get it from South Africa. I'm not very certain. But those that can always move from UAE, Philippines, as I'm talking to you, someone got a visa yesterday and she's moving to Lithuania next month. Yeah, I did a post yesterday about that. So guys, this is what this university said. At the beginning of maybe you are going to check the school website, you will not find this information. Okay, but if you start the application, you will register, and upon pushing through to submit the application, they will tell you will receive this message, because first of all, you need to enter your nationality. So that was what I found out. And they even went further to say applications for studies are not accepted from the following Asian countries: Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Pakistan, only to bachelor's degree studies. You see, Africa and Asia, they are in big problem, man. Yeah, so that is what you should know. Then they also said this information came November. This information was updated November 12, 2024. They also said in case of any changes in the mentioned procedure, the university will open application platforms for all students. So guys, this is the updates I wanted to give to you. You can now see it clearly. You cannot apply to Lithuanian University of Health Sciences. This school have programs in medicine, and in fact, the medical area, they are specialized in the medical area. So it is what it is. If I didn't apply, like if I was not trying to do an application, I wouldn't know, right? So please always make sure, if you haven't started, Milton have now saved you. Don't waste your time and energy. Try other universities, okay? There are many of them in Lithuania. So I hope this helps you. There is another thing I want to say. Proof of funds to study in Lithuania is around 5,600 euros. You can have more, and you can sponsor yourself, okay? If you are going to be getting a sponsor, show all evidence and how you relate to this person. This is what you need to know. And I think that is all. And see you next year in Lithuania. Hopefully, we can visit Lithuania next year. I don't know.